Sworn in the world's biggest democracy, Narendra Modi now has unprecedented power in modern India. He says he'll unite the country. But with India still riven with ethnic violence, can he really create an economic superpower? We'll be joined by a Modi cheerleader, a critic and a businessman who thinks both India and the UK have a lot to gain. Well, to discuss all that, we're joined now by Prerna Bhardwaj, who is chair of the city's Hindu Council, Kepal Komireddy, author of Malevolent Republic, A Short History of the New India, and Alpesh Patel, businessman and advisor to the government on closer UK-Indian business ties. Good evening to you all. First of all, Prerna, looking at that scale of that victory, Modi says he wants to bring India together, but will he and can he?
I think he can. The fact that so many people voted for Modi and gave him such a big mandate, a greater mandate than the first time he fought in the election, it just shows that people do have a lot of faith in him and a lot of belief that he can deliver on his promises, and he is working to the benefit of India and all Indians.
All of India?
I think so, because lots of different states, if you look at the demographics, lots of different states with various different people, such as different religions, different sects, they all voted for Modi.
Okay, well, that's right, isn't it? I mean, you've just been in India and you've been virtually right across the country. But to be fair, Prerna, do you see any sign that actually Modi is interested in secularism? I mean, he might not be actually in the van of secular violence, but you hear, therefore, from that, you know, the history of the new Hindu MP who praised whoever killed Mahatma Gandhi. She's the very person that embodies that kind of attitude.
I think, sadly, in a country of India with 1.3 billion people...
But presumably Modi could have condemned that.
I think he definitely should condemn people that don't believe in secularism and respecting all religions, which is the principle of Hinduism, to respect all religions, regardless of where they come from. And India always has respected religions and invited minorities who've been persecuted from other countries. If we look at the Ahmadis, the Parsis, the Jews, they've all got sanctuary in India.
Prerna, I want to get your view on this, but I also want to ask a broader question, if I can. Do you think economic empowerment, economic transformation is the way to lead to social change?
I think when people such as farmers and the poverty-stricken areas of India feel economic reforms and feel benefited, then obviously India as a nation will rise, because there'll be more tax benefits. He's brought so many different taxes together under the goods and services tax, and he's using those tax revenues for the betterment of welfare and society in India. And just to say, speaking as a woman who's been travelling in India, I've been to India by myself all over India, and I've been with my mother as well last year, and we felt extremely safe in India. And as women, we don't feel threatened being there. He's put female ministers in power. He's done so much for female empowerment, such as educating the girl child, sanitation. Why wouldn't women vote for him? And on the Muslim topic as well, he's been awarded the highest civilian honour in Saudi Arabia, in Palestine, in Afghanistan and the UAE. So if he was a threat to Muslims, surely these Muslim countries wouldn't open him with welcome arms.
So you actually have a strong leader in India now.
Yeah, you're a strong man.
What would the one thing that you think Narendra Modi could do to actually reassure people that he is not necessarily behind a lot of the tension, that he would actually condemn it more?
I think obviously he could utilise social media more, which he has been doing in the past, but there's still lots. You've mentioned fake news. Unfortunately, there's lots of fake news on the other side of the fence. So the West are continually demonising.
But you think there's a lot more he should be doing?
Not a lot more he should be doing, because I think he's done great already. In the 5 years he's been in power, he's really dramatically changed India. But I think if people do see him as a sort of divisive leader, which sadly some of the media do, he could speak out more about that.
Thank you all very much indeed.